the energy that I'm now putting out, like the person that I've become because of it.
I'm now. Sorry, you said like
Become
poison.
Become another person.
Become another person. Yo, that movie, so classic. What up, what up, what up, everybody? You are back in tune with another episode of In the Fields podcast. It is your host, Johnny, with my lovely, wonderful wife, Lisa. And yeah, man, you guys are back. Happy Wednesday, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, as my guy Tony Ortiz would say, wherever you guys are listening to me from. And yeah, man, we're back. I know we took a week off because we were busy turning up and getting married on a cruise. And yeah, man, we took that week off because, you know, it just was one less thing to worry about, man. And, you know, I think we could start this episode with a weekly check-in, give everybody the update on what's been going on with us, and take it away, babe.
Yeah, it feels good to be back. It's been a while.
Yeah, man.
This last week was a lot, trying to get back into the swing of things. When you take a 7-day cruise, first couple of days felt like I was still on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Just everything was annoying. But then I got to like the end of the week and I felt so unbothered. It was like the weirdest thing for me. I had no road rage. Like the kids weren't annoying me. Like I was just so calm and peaceful the last like 4 days.
Yeah.
Brain super quiet. Like, I don't know. It's been nice. It's been peaceful.
Yeah, man. I just think, you know, sometimes you almost need like a vacation from your vacation.
Oh.
Like you come back and you're not like ready to be back, you know?
But I also feel like our vacation this time was more than just a vacation. Like we had meetings, we had rehearsal, we had the wedding, like we had to make time for everybody. So like I feel this trip we were just super busy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was definitely busy.
Definitely fun though.
Oh. To say the least. Definitely a lot of firsts this time around. Yeah, shout out to everybody that was there, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Royal Caribbean for holding us down and hosting our wedding. That was really dope. And yeah,
it was
man.
different.
Yeah, it was super different, but also it was like beautiful at the same time, you know what I mean? And everybody on the boat was so like, oh my God, congratulations.
I know,
you
we
look
had
so
people
good.
out in the hallway
just random
recording
people
us.
watching. Yeah, it was so cool. So yeah, it was kind of dope to have like this semi like intimate but also public wedding, if that makes sense. Like it was kind of cool. Like it almost felt like celebrity-ish. You know what I mean? Like you're on the boat and everybody's like, yo, what's going on?
People were on FaceTime with their family showing them the wedding. And I'm like, I don't know any of you.
Yeah, there was like two random teenage girls that saw me running through the hallway to go get the flowers for me and Jonathan. They were like, you're getting married? I'm like, yeah, 8th floor, dude. And I'm booking it. And then they were on the top floor after I had walked in. I just see them both sitting there. And I was like, what the fuck?
Didn't we run into them in the elevator at one point?
Probably.
I think so.
I don't know. I don't recall because I know there's plenty of lit nights on that boat for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. The funniest thing to me was like everything that could have went wrong for me was going wrong.
Oh my God, bro. That was so crazy. I remember just running to the spa like, my wife's back hurts. Like, we're about to get married at 3. What can I do to fix it? And they're just like, well, is it muscular? Is it nerve pain? I'm like, I don't know. I think it's nerve pain. She like sneezed or coughed and threw her back out. I don't know what's happening. And they were like, well, you should probably do acupuncture. And I'm like, in my brain, I'm like, I don't know if babe is ready to have needles put into her body.
I was so desperate.
But if y'all say so, y'all say so. And this dude, just like a ninja, he would just wipe the spot and be like, skipping, middle of your forehead, skipping.
Yeah, that was an experience to say the least.
What the fuck? I'm panicking watching this because at any moment you could move your body.
Dude, I was as stiff as a board. I was just like, I cannot move a muscle.
Yeah, watching you get acupuncture was crazy because
it worked. Crazy, it worked.
Yeah, facts. I don't know how that happened. That was insane. Yeah, shout out to the spa. Shout out to the spa team on Royal Caribbean because y'all snapped.
Yeah, fit me right in.
Yeah, facts.
And then the outlets didn't work.
Oh my God.
Had to run to your mom's room.
Yeah, that was nuts. And then
I forgot my bouquet.
Your crimper like just burnt out.
Yep. I forgot my bouquet in Maya's room.
Oh
Kate had to run back up and get it.
Yeah, it was nuts, man. But it ended up working out.
Pure
That's
madness.
what's crazy. Like within the chaos, there was still such a magical moment. You know what I mean? Like
lost my voice day 3.
Yeah, that was cool. My bad.
You're so stupid.
Nah, that was crazy, bro. you went from like I think it was just because we were going in. I think that's what it was. Like the first 2 days, we partied, bro.
Yeah, it was a good time. I also was told that I probably lost my voice due to stress. But it was weird because I didn't feel stressed.
Yeah, but that's crazy because I've seen you stressed and you ain't never lost your voice because of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I lost my voice that whole trip.
It probably was. Honestly, I couldn't even really sing while we was on there. I wanted to do karaoke so bad, but my voice just felt so hoarse. And
even Jay said his throat was
I
like
think
weird.
it's because we got lit, drank a lot, obviously because we had a drink package.
And I don't drink.
But also you drink and we're in loud places communicating with each other. Like imagine by 10 p.m. we're all just yelling at each other.
Every day.
Because that's what was happening. Like, I don't think people realize we're in the casino going, yo, what's up right now? And we're talking like that from fucking 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. I'm gonna get some fucking pizza. Yeah, like, bro, we were lit. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was probably a combination of just like proudly drinking and yelling at each other. Being like, I love you so much. We're getting married in a few days. Like, you know what I mean? So... yeah.
I think one of my highlights was Jonathan facing his fears and riding the slides.
Yo, the water slides.
Even though he was
I knew that was going to
petrified.
happen. I knew it. He was like, oh, I'm so scared. And I'm like, dude, I bet you 4 or 5 Pokemon packs, or 3 Pokemon packs.
He was going to cry. Like, he was so scared. And then he got down. He's like, I'm going to go again.
I knew that was going to happen, bro. But that's just like the dad in me, bro. I can't help it. Like, I hate when my son is scared to do some shit that I know is going to be fun for him. Like, it like irks my soul. Like, my inner dad is just like, bro, come on, let's do it. Get the fuck up and do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like holding them on the bike while they ride and then like not telling them when you let go. You know, like that's what my dad did. Like,
yeah,
he just kept pedaling, go, keep pedaling, and he let go mad long ago. And I turned around and looked and didn't realize, mind you, I learned how to ride straight. We didn't go over turns yet because he was holding. So that's when I first crashed as well. Like, but again, it was like, you know. Like my inner dad instincts are like, bro, I can't let you. I'm letting you self-sabotage. I'd be doing you an injustice if I didn't force you to do this right now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hyped.
So I mean, how do you feel like your last week went since being back?
Ooh, I mean, it was tough, dude. It was tough. Irritability was a big one. And just trying to get back into the swing of things without feeling the burnout. You know, like I felt like. When I was operating on no schedule for that week, because most of the days it wasn't really a schedule, I felt I wasn't as tired. You know what I mean? Like I could sleep till 10, 11 and then wake up and, you know, stay up all night. And
take a nap midday.
Yeah, midday nap. But versus now it's like, you know, you're locked in. You're at work, you're locked in. There is no nap time.
And now we're like on to the next goals.
There is no 11 a.m. vodka Red Bull. There's none of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Jeremy, repasado, yellow Red Bull. And I'm like, yep, you already know the vibes, bro.
It's my favorite way to travel.
Yeah, I will say, like, the
Top
bartenders on cruises spoil you. So, I already know going out here is not going to be as fun. Because no offense, it's just like, bro, I've been at, let's say, you know, we've gone out how many times and got a section at these spots. And I've walked up to that bar like how many times over a years of a span. And it's like, y'all still don't remember my drink. Y'all don't even remember who I am. Dude, I met these dudes and in 24 hours, they knew my name, my face, and my favorite drink. What? That's insane to me.
They even knew to stir Kate's drinks.
It's insane to me. At one point, they started just handing me the Red Bull because they knew that I was going to ask for the rest of the Red Bull because they were pouring me heavy-handed vodka Red Bulls. So it's like, that's insane to me. Within 24 hours, you're going to remember my name, my face, and then address me properly, too, which is insane. Mr. Jonathan, I'm sorry, that's...
I know, that was like my favorite. Miss Lisa.
Bro, not even when I tip well do I get good service like that out here. Like to the point where like you get recognized, they know you. They're like, yo, this what you drinking? Like you have to like join a club, I guess you could say, to get that kind of service. After a little bit, they start remembering you and shit like that. But bro, on a cruise is nuts. Like I already know he's going to be the second he goes out here, he's going to be so depressed. He's going to be like,
that man had way too much fun.
Yo, what? Nah, it was such an experience. I was happy he came because like that's just dope. You know what I mean? Getting to share shit like that with, people you love, man. But yeah, no, overall this week was okay, man. Like you said, as the week progressed, it felt like it got easier. Granted, I was really, really tired Friday night. Like I woke up, like I slept my whole Saturday away.
Oh, I know.
I just needed to like reset. But
That's how I was Monday when we got back because I took that day off. I slept all day. I didn't even make it to the Social Security building.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because you got to change your last name and shit now. Yeah, man. But yeah, overall the week's been good, man. I can't complain. So
I will say it just felt nice having the support that we have, like on and off the ship. Like, because obviously not everybody could be there.
Yeah.
But the ones that were there made it extra special. They helped a lot with the kids. Like, we got to have some one-on-one time because we did get a trip and a wedding all in one.
Yeah.
So, granted, like, we have to plan like a honeymoon, but it was just like a pre-honeymoon type deal.
Facts.
And everybody was just super warm, welcoming, loving to like the new people that came aboard, and like even the support that we got from people here just throughout the whole time of us posting and like keeping everybody.
Yeah, I know when we posted it, that was like one of our biggest viewed posts. Like I know Facebook was like, yo, this post got a ton of engagement. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, like it's just dope seeing the village that we have.
Yo, and shout out to Chris Urena for pulling up to the Bahamas.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Chris Urena for pulling up to the Bahamas for a day trip to come take wedding photos for us.
That was beyond
that
amazing.
Was insane. But yeah, shout out to our village, man. And yeah, that's what this episode's going to be about, man. Just the importance of having a village, man, and how essential I think it is to just being, happy.
Yeah, I think it really heavily impacts your mental health because I know a lot of people are like, I could do it alone. But when you have people in your corner, it takes the weight off.
Yep.
It leads to you being less burnt out. Mm-hmm. It gives you that solid support that people do need. Like your ego, whatever, I got it. That's cool. But once you have that support, it changes everything.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I can't do the whole isolation thing. I associate isolation with like depression. For me personally, I know maybe not everybody's like that. Like some people just like to isolate to recharge. Like there's people who are like that. And I can get like that. Like if I need just time to chill, like sure. But as like a lifestyle, I couldn't do an isolated lifestyle. I will say that
I do like personal time now. Like I used to be somebody who could not be alone. Like being alone in any sequence would drive me insane. But now I like crave my individual time.
Yeah.
But I think that just comes with learning to love yourself and being with yourself. Like, it's just a full circle kind of thing.
Yeah, facts, man. But yeah, dude, before we get into the whole episode,
I'm so excited.
Let's give them a word from our sponsors, dude.
Yee.
And you guys already know what it is. Shout out to OuLa-Lade, the best lemonade in the entire quadrant of this galaxy, because this stuff is out of this world. I mean, I literally called him at around 1:30 p.m. and he said, if you get here between the times of 2:30 and 3, I'll have a fresh batch made for you. And
it's the best.
I literally pulled up, got it delivered to my vehicle, and yeah, man, the service is exceptional.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's next for him.
I mean, he's all over now. It's like every day he's somewhere. He's either at the Valley League or he's at.
I can't wait till he has his own little like spot.
Yeah, like an actual like a storefront. That would be sick.
Because this is literally the best lemonade I think I've ever had in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing tops this.
Fresh squeezed, made with love. I mean, you can just tell. You can taste the difference. That's what it is. Natural ingredients. Yeah, man. It's the bee's knees or the cat's pajamas, whatever you want to call it.
ASAP.
Yeah, shout out to OuLa-Lade. Make sure you guys go follow them on Instagram at OuLa_Lade. The best drink sponsor and the only drink sponsor of In the Fields podcast. You guys we're locked in, man. We're locked in for life.
Forever, ever.
Forever, ever, forever, ever. But yeah, man. Back to the episode. And we are back with another episode of In the Fields podcast, guys.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Like I said, this is episode 19, I think, at this point.
We're
We're almost at 20, baby. Yeah, man. This
Doing it.
episode, like I said, we're gonna take a deep dive into the importance of having a village. I think this one just kind of hits home for us, especially with after the wedding,
Yeah.
being surrounded by people that we love, and just, you know, seeing the gathering of those people and the support that comes from them, and just how good it feels to have people, you know, that
In
you
your
care
corner.
about. Yeah, and that you care about, and that like that care about you, and like genuinely show it. You know what I mean? That like in a sense it's like unconditional love, you know?
Yeah.
Where you know it's you love me for who I am, and
No judgment.
and you're in my corner to support me in whatever way you can. And I love that, man. You know what I mean? And I think it just goes to show how we're just, I don't know, for me personally, from my experience, I feel like we're not meant to be like lone creatures. Like we're not meant to do this shit alone
Yeah,
by
no.
ourselves. It's more like, you know, we have more like pack-like structures, you know what I mean? Where we have our
Yeah.
people and we have, again, like our village, you know what I
And
mean?
your village is more than just like your family. Like
Yeah.
that gets built on
Yeah.
with your friend groups and stuff like that. When you
Mhm.
find those solid friends,
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful thing. And even like the support outside of our inner circle, like even the support from people that we may not have even talked to in years or have seen in years, or like people that just know us but we don't really know them type deal.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that those people still pour so much love and energy into like anything we have going on, like it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And again, it's just, you know, creating that village, it just allows you to connect with people who really want to be connected with you. Not just like, you know, not just like the come and go type of people, or like things that last for very short amount of times, or like, you know, just not necessarily like just random associates, but like actual people that like come through for you in a way that, you know, the regular person won't.
Yeah, and it's a give and take. It's like what you provide to them as well.
Yeah, because again, when you build a village, you think of, like when I think of building a village, I think of, yes, there's multiple of us within the village, but all of us kind of have our own niche, or kind of have our own specialty, if you will.
Our
Like
own role.
Yeah, our own role in the village. You know what I mean? When I think of a village, like, even in like building a village in like imagine like a tribe type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, you might have a dude who's good at building houses. You might have this guy who's like the hunter. This lady, she's the chef. Like she cooks, and this lady, she makes the clothing for the village. And you know what I mean? Like, oh, these kids, they collect the firewood. Like when you think of a
everyone
village,
has
like
their
everybody
place.
kind of has their role, and they play it very well to create this, you know.
And everybody leans on one another.
Yeah, like, well, because we're all kind of like our own pillar within the village. You know what I'm saying? Like, I imagine us all playing a specific role,
Yeah.
but being able to help each other and cross paths in a way that, you know, only pushes us forward more. So, I don't know.
It's a good feeling knowing that you have people that you can rely on.
Yeah,
Because it
man.
gives you a safe space, like a place for you to feel vulnerable, where you can, when you're going through it, you know, you have people you could call on, and, you know, those people may offer, you know, extra help, or they might just offer like a listening ear or whatever you need in that moment. And it's nice knowing that you have that to fall back on and you're not alone. Especially when you are going through hard times, like especially when you have kids. Like it really does take a village, because life is hard. It really is. And I'm just so grateful for what we've found and what we've built throughout the years. And, you know, but just as equally, we pour in to those relationships just as much as they pour into us.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's that's the balance. You know what I mean? That's what I think makes having a village so special, is that you do have people like that.
Yeah.
You do have people that pour into you, but you pour into each other. So nobody is ever left, like nobody's cup is ever left empty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And those are the people that, like, we check on and we take care of, dude.
Yeah. No judgment.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And everybody has their own thing going on, which is great in life. And I just love how we're kind of able to come together in a sense to, like, I don't know.
Support,
celebrate. Yeah, just be there for each other, man. You know what I mean? And that's again, I just think that's what makes having a village so important.
Pushing them to be their best and, doing that whole, I'm going to call you out if you're wrong.
Yeah, holding each other accountable, you know what I mean? Making each other aware of things that, like, like, yo, is everything all right? Yeah, I mean, like, I do brotherly check-ins regularly pretty much, like, so I'll just I feel like we're not communicating often. I'll just, yo, are you good? I just wanted to check in, man, see how everything's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very much like that. Like, I just did that with AC the other day. Like, I hit him up. Yo, I'm just kind of doing like a brotherly check-in, bro. I see you grinding. Just want to let you know I'm proud of you. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, it's not often that we hear that shit either.
Well, yeah.
So,
because you never know what somebody's going through. Like, that might just be what they needed that day.
Yeah, bro. You could talk somebody off the ledge with that shit, bro.
Yep.
So, like, I do that pretty much regularly because I would hate to see anybody in my village revert to a worse version of themselves. You know what I mean? So to me, it's just so important to, like, do those kind of things, those, like, little check-ins, and, just ensure that, I mean, you're trying to keep the relationship alive, I guess you could say, because just like any relationship, whether it's like us or friends or family, like, it does take effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes a form of genuine, like, compassion to show that, hey, I want this to work. And again, like you said, it's a two-way street. You know what I mean? It is a very give and take type of thing, but it's so essential to me. Like, I just don't think I could navigate life without having a village. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd probably not. It would definitely be hard. And like what you said, like, you're so right, because I preach all the time that you should just move with kindness, just in general, because you never know what somebody's going through, but especially when it's within your own village and you're doing those check-ins and stuff, because you never really know when somebody's depressed. Like, some people do show it, but then there's other people that are really good at hiding it.
Yep.
And when you don't have somebody that's checking in on you and stuff like that, you end up being stuck in those mindsets and in those situations because you don't really have anybody showing that they care for your well-being. So you end up staying very negative because it's just fueling that. Like, nobody cares. Nobody checks on me. So what does it fucking matter?
Yeah.
So, like, especially it's even more important showing that kind of kindness and, like, empathy within your village and within your, your inner circle and your small groups or whatever the case is. But obviously always share that to everybody, even strangers, because you just never know. And it does matter how you carry yourself and interact with other people.
Yeah, you can't exclusively be, just kind to your village, like you said, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes, like, you got to carry that and walk through life with that because, again, you just don't know what anybody's going through. I think it's just, I think that kind of, like, just touches on, like, just walking through life with gratitude, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a matter of putting your best foot forward always in that sense.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a village too, like, people are supportive of you, like, you kind of almost, like, want to pay it forward in a sense, like, when you have people who care and love about you.
That's like one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I always be thinking about, like I can't wait to be in such a financially free position because, like, I feel like I'll be able to do more. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, I love being able to do that. Like, when I got it, like, oh, I'll pay for the order behind me. Yep. Like, when I'm in a drive-thru.
I do that all the
time.
time.
Like, little things like that. But I can't wait to, like, be in, like...
do it on, like, a larger scale.
Yeah, like, on a larger scale. Like, you know what I mean?
And really give back. And
yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah, man.
I like it for our kids, too. Like, I grew up without much of a village. Like, I didn't really see my parents have that. So, like, being that we've created this space to have a village that our kids get to also depend on, and they know that they don't have just us, they have all these aunts and uncles, even if they're not blood related, that they can rely on and count on. Like, look at Maya with Kate. She's like, that's my second mom. Like,
Yep.
it was the cutest thing watching them, like, strengthen their relationship on this trip, too.
Yeah.
And it's like, in just hopes that as they get older and they start forming their own families and their own friend groups and stuff, they also now see like what it is to have a village and like how to maintain one and form one, whatever the case is. Like, I know as they get older, they'll also be in a good place in making that happen for themselves.
Yeah, because I think they see it like with us, and we don't keep them away from it either. Like our friend, even our friends' kids are all friends with our kids, so it's like we've got the village, and then we've got like the mini village. You know what I mean? So it's just like it's dope to have them experience that with us because
Even just integrating them, like Maya's best friend coming down and Ellie loves Eden. You know what I mean? Like, we're integrating everybody's relationships, and because of like how we carry ourselves and the people we keep in our inner circle, they all get along as well because it's all similar vibes that like all just mesh so well together. And it's such a blessing, honestly.
yeah, man. Now, like, if you had to like, if you had to like say like within your village, what's like one of the biggest boundaries that you have to set within your village? Because obviously, within a village, you have people who communicate, might see differently, might not always see eye to eye, but obviously, you guys love and care for each other enough to respect each other. What do you
Yeah.
think is like one of the boundaries you would have to set within your village that's like non-negotiable?
The biggest thing is just respect, like having respect for one another. And even like in, communication, if we don't see eye to eye, I would rather it, I don't need you to agree with me, but at least try to understand where I'm coming from. Like, don't put me down or downplay what I'm saying or what my thoughts or my beliefs are just because you view it differently. Like, it's okay for us to not agree on everything, but don't turn it into like a disrespectful thing. And I don't think in our village it's ever come to that. Like, I just feel with the people we have in our close, tight knit inner circle that everything is just like known. Like, it's just an unspoken thing that we just know how to treat one another. But even for like new people coming in, it's just plain out, just have respect. It's that simple. If you could respect me, we're fine. Because we're on some type of understanding with each other that like I will respect you if you respect me and vice versa, and we'll see where this goes. What would you say?
Yeah, man, I definitely would say, it pretty much respect, but also, like you said, understanding. Like, understanding is a big one. Good communication would also be one. I don't like people who don't like to figure it out.
Yeah, like if you feel like something's wrong, bring it to me.
Yeah, like
Talk
I'm
to me
starting to
about
get
it.
like that right now. Like, and I gotta say shout out to my sister for that one because she was very much the one that kind of like unlocked that door for me, which is like, yo, if you feel something, you should be able to say something.
Yeah, like
You
don't
know what
be
I mean?
scared to
To
open
address,
up
yeah,
and
to
address
address
it,
it. Let's
especially at
figure
our
it out. Oh
age.
yeah, life is too short to be fucking walking around with some, you know, hidden like resentment or like buried resentment, and then that is now limiting you
It's
from.
going to tarnish the relationship.
Yeah, well, and now you're just repeating it in your brain. Now you're like coming up with excuses to avoid people. Like all that shit is just so much more work and it's so draining.
It's unnecessary.
So, yeah, no, I gotta give a big one up to my sister for that one because not only did she go all out for the wedding,
Oh
but
my God, she
also
was the
she
best.
kind of was the one that kind of opened a door for me to like, say shit like again. Um, we should be able to just speak to each other. So yeah, good communication is probably one of my big I would say boundaries when it comes to the village. And also, like, say something. Like, that's my big one. Like, bro, like, if something's wrong, you don't need to battle this shit alone. Like, all of that shit is, you don't need to do all that.
Yeah, because there's times where that might even be so unnecessary because you may feel some type of way about something, but like say that whatever happened, like it wasn't my intentions to make you feel that way, but because you won't address it with me, you're just under the impression that I maliciously did something to you or whatever the case is. And now you have like a skewed view of me as a person instead of just bringing it to me and being like, hey, this is what happened and this is how it made me feel. Like, it's also giving that person a chance to apologize if they especially didn't mean to make you feel that way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now every time I see you, it's like this weird, awkward vibe because you have some weird, issue with me that you just won't even bring to my attention. And now I'm looking at it like, fuck, like, what the hell? And a lot of the time it'd be a
miscommunication, or a lot of the time it'd be on some like, oh, well, I felt like you did this maliciously. And then the whole time you're like, the other person be on some like, bro, I didn't even realize that. Yeah. Like, yo, let's talk or let's unpack that because let's address that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I would rather address it than just leave it unsaid.
Yeah, man. It just, I think that's probably my big one. It's just like, yo, let's just try to figure it out. This whole weird, like, resentment shit is whack.
Yeah.
Let's do something we both want to do. Let's figure it out. Like, we don't need to be on bad terms over shit that is minuscule.
Yeah, especially if like that relationship means a lot to you. Mm-hmm. It's worth figuring it out.
It's worth putting the effort towards. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, that's definitely my big one for sure.
Yeah, I think it just all comes down and boils down to the fact of like how you carry yourself as a person and how you treat the people that are in your corner. Because if you're nasty to them or you don't pour into them equally, like you're going to end up losing them eventually. Yeah. Because people only pour into cups so often to not have anything poured back.
But I also think your village, again, like there's a role that everybody kind of plays. You know what I mean? And your village, if for me, in my experience, I've had people a part of my village that are no longer a part of my village. So do I. So it got to a point where I started curating and kind of, as you age, age comes with wisdom, as everybody says. Like, so it's like,
wise man.
Yeah, the older, I got a couple grays to prove it. You know what I mean? In my nose.
Same.
I got a couple grays in my nose. Same. They actually just grow right here. I don't know why they do that.
I wish mine would grow in my nose instead of my head.
Dude, I got there in my nose and on this part of my chin here.
Oh.
A couple.
Look at us getting old.
I know. We're fucking getting wise, baby. Fucking so. Yeah, dude. It's like the older you get, the wiser you get. But also, your decisions just change. Like the type of people I wanted around me when I was 18, 19, 20 are not the same people. There are some people I still chill with from that age group. Like, but we've all grown to kind of like our paths kind of still.
Yeah, cross, like they still cross, but like those people probably have their own villages too.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's not like you guys aren't cool. It's just you guys living your own separate lives and their village curated to them and what they're doing in their lives versus like ours is curated to what we're doing in our lives. But that doesn't mean there's any animosity.
Like it shit just happens. But like, again, sometimes when you're not on the same type of time, you just are very, I'm very selective now of the people I want around me. Like if we're not doing something to, if we're not like improving each other or pouring into each other or trying to push each other to be the best version of ourselves, like these are things that I look for, whether it's in my friendships or within my family. Like I look to be around people who want to do better or want to do more or like want to learn shit or like want to like just be better people. You know what I mean? So that's really the big one for me is like ensuring that my village is, I don't want to say that my village serves me because that's not the words that I'm looking for, but I also don't want my village to be doing me a disservice, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like dragging me down or putting me in bad
I don't want my village to be full of anchors either, Yeah. I want my village, I want an iron sharpens with me. Yeah, I want an iron sharpens iron kind of village where like we make each other better, and that's what really
have similar goals.
That's what fuels my reasoning and like my why as to why I'm willing to keep this relationship alive and why I'm willing to pour into it, because I enjoy how I am around you. So like that's another big one for me. Like if I feel better around you or in your presence, like that to me is like a very like high frequency, high energy type of vibe. Like I fuck with that. Like your presence means a lot. Like if you're somebody who shows up and is a fucking party pooper, then I don't want to fucking be around you. It's really that simple. If your presence makes people uncomfortable or you are just not
awkward,
it's get the fuck out.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody who, when you show up, me and the other people part of my village are like, oh, that's the people I want. Like those are the people I want. I want to be where I'm celebrated.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Not tolerated. So that's another big one for me. Like
where I'm free to be myself.
I don't like that jealousy, envy shit. I don't like the, but this and get the, but what about me? And I don't like none of that, bro. And that's what I've loved about our village as of lately. It's very like, we just do for each other and that's it.
I have like the safety of being myself.
Yep.
There's no judgment. It's just love, respect, celebrations, like
hell yeah, man.
Similar goals. Like how are we going to achieve these things? What do we got to do next? Like I don't know. It's just, it's so nice to not really have that to now having it and seeing the difference of the two. Like I hope that everybody is able to have their own little village, even if it's like one or two people, because that's the thing, like your village doesn't need to be humongous, it doesn't need to be large.
No,
just like,
but just don't do it alone.
Solid 1 or 2 people, 3 people at most. Like
just don't do it alone, man. Life is too short to do this shit alone.
It really is.
It's way more fun and way more enjoyable when you got people to share it with. That's the beauty of it, man. You know, making memories, just growing together, dude. That's just, it makes life worth living.
Yeah, I like having travel buddies.
Facts.
It's so fun.
Oh my God, facts. Shout out to my guys, bro. But yeah, man, you want to get into question time?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, dude. Okay, guys, you already know what time it is. It is question time. At the end, wow, that sounded like Blue's Clues. That was crazy. Anyway. Guys, for all the new feelers that are tuned in, question time is when me and my wonderful wife, we go back and forth with some engaging, maybe lighthearted or fun questions that pertain to the topic, which in this episode is the importance of having a village. And yeah, man, we just kind of expand on those questions, give our insight on them. And again, these might be questions you guys might have as well, or maybe even have that are unanswered or that we haven't touched on within the episode. So for everybody tuned in, this might, for all the new feelers that are tuned in, this could potentially resonate more deeply with you guys. And of course, for all the feelers that are already tuned in, you guys know the vibes. We appreciate you. We love you. So yeah, man, you want to go first?
Sure. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. So beyond emotional support, what are some of the physical ways that a village can make a real difference in daily life?
In daily life, I would think, like, besides emotional support, like you said, physical, right? So I'm thinking, like, physical ways, that a village can make a huge difference. I mean, the one example I could choose is, like, my sister ran out of gas the other day. And instead of calling AAA or calling roadside assistance, which would have taken an hour and a half, I ran to a gas station, put gas in a gas tank, drove to her to pour some gas in her car so that she could get to the nearest gas station. And you know what I mean? That took 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. So it's like, that to me is a physical difference. Or like when somebody has to move. Devin moved.
We showed
Instead
up.
of him and just Krista with 2 kids trying to figure it out, you get 10 of us and now the job gets done in half the time. You know what I mean? So,
or like if you are stuck in traffic or whatever the case is, you need somebody to pick up your kid.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You have people you can call.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the beauty of having a village. And that's like, obviously, besides emotional support, that's outside of that. That's like the physical thing, is like having people to help push the day, the rock. There's something you're pushing every day. You're pushing towards something, pushing towards a goal, whether it's a small one or a large goal, but your village is there to help you kind of push that that rock, if
The
you will.
support.
Yeah, like when
Being
you're
somebody to
struggling,
count on.
when you're struggling there and you need somebody to just put their hand on your shoulder or their hand on the rock too, just to get it over the hump. You know what I mean? Like that's what your village is there to do, dude. So
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, that's like the physical for sure, the physical one.
I like that.
Made of rubber. So, was there a moment in your life when you realized you couldn't do it all alone?
I will say the biggest moment that I felt like that was when I had my daughter, because I didn't have her dad. I was 18. I was young, had no idea what I was doing. And despite my relationship with my mom, I have so much respect and love for her for the help that she extended in helping me with my daughter, because I had no idea. And it was so hard not having her dad in the picture to help, especially at my age. And just everything that transpired around that time. Like, if it were not for my mom, I don't know where I would have ended up. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have support anywhere else. Not from that family, not from anybody, because I didn't really have friends at the time, because I was in that like weird phase of like cutting people off, and my mom was the only one that really stuck by my side to help me through those times when it came to needing to work and going to school. She held my daughter down, and she did the best that she could to help in those moments.
Oh yeah, man, that's dope. Shout out to Meemaw, man.
Yeah, she loves her some Mima.
Shout out to Meemaw Catherine. We love you, Meemaw. You're the best.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, what you got for me? It's your turn. That's right.
It is my turn.
That
All right.
OuLa-Lade was...
I don't know. You drink them so fast.
Dude, they're so good. I don't know.
I can't drink anything fast.
Dude, it's so delicious, and it's best when it's cold. So I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't help it.
All right. Okay, so do you think social media and online communities can truly act as a modern day village? What are the pros and cons?
It really depends on the type of community. I will say that, like, maybe within the gaming community, you have more of like a village where it's like these are people that you're connecting with every single day. You guys are communicating every day, like,
and you are leaning on each other,
and
to
you
get
guys
through the
are
game.
literally supporting each other and everything. Like, bro, there's times where I've seen videos where like a wife will set up a meeting like between like her husband's gamer friends and invite them all somewhere, and they'll finally meet for the first time in person. And they're
that's
like,
probably
they're
insane.
like, oh my God, like they fucking lose it. So
That's cool.
that's definitely one community that I think like a village could really mean, like it really is something. But outside of that, like for me, again, when it's online or social media based, you lack that physical portion of having a village.
Say, yeah.
So in a sense, it's almost like, to me, social, like you have your IRL village, your in real life village, where it's like you've got the people that like you see on a daily basis, that you talk to on a daily basis. That to me is like your village. But I'm not saying like these other people aren't like neighboring villages that can also, because like you said, they got their own shit going on, but we also cross paths. So in a sense, it's like they're almost like on an outer ring of my village. Like my inner village is the people I see on a regular basis.
The ones I rely on the most.
The ones that I can pick up my phone and I know they're going to come through, or whatever the case is. My online village, those are people that I'm like, their support, the emotional support is there, and that's great. Yeah. But again, y'all got your own real life shit going on outside of this app. I know that we don't cross paths there. So there are some people that you cross paths with on social media, but there are some people who don't. Like me, I did music, so I know like a lot of my online village is not necessarily people that are like my in real life village, like the people that I like, that
it's just support,
that like I call, they show love, they show support. And again, I think of it more of like neighboring villages, because like while you have your own thing going on over here and like you have your own way of life and your lifestyle, I can't judge that. That's your village. You do your thing. I have my own village, but we see what each other got going on. Yeah. And that's where it kind of like we cross that path where like it is very judgment free. It is very supportive, very loving. But again, I can't pick up the phone and call you and be like, hey, bro, I know I'm calling you through Facebook right now, and I know like you like and comment on my stuff all the time. I need help moving. Can you help me move today? That would be insane. None of them would jump to the call for that. You know what I mean?
I will say, though, that like social media can be a very beautiful place because I've seen a lot of people, you know, ask for help, and people are very willing to help. Like, if somebody really needs it, you know, people jump at like, oh, what can I do? Oh, let me, you know, put this fundraiser together. Let me help gather clothes for you. Like, if somebody's house burns down, like, the community really does come together sometimes. And again, I think
that's the type of community, you know, we're aiming to build in a sense, is somebody is a community that only puts out positivity. So I feel like the community we build is going to be very like melded together, where we all do kind of have similar beliefs, similar outlooks, and again,
that's something I would love to do.
We can get to the point where we're all making an impact. Like, you know what I mean? Because if there was 10,000 of us, and somebody's like, "Yo, I'm not gonna make rent. I'm short $1,500, dude." If every one of us just gave $1, that person wouldn't have to pay rent for the next 4 or 5 months. You know what I mean? Like, that to me,
it's just helping thy neighbor.
Yeah, like that to me is gonna be so dope when the community gets to that point where we can call upon our community and call upon our village to make a difference.
Yeah,
because that's the biggest thing right now is like, it has to be a community that is built and put together, like, and has to be built on like.
It's the understanding that like life is hard and none of us have it easy. Like the 99% of us don't have it easy. A lot of us do not fall in that 1% where like we're handed a silver spoon, and you know, that's not realistic in most cases. So
definitely having an online community that can make an impact. I've definitely seen platforms like that. Like there's one dude who goes around all the time where like, you know, he'll go to like a restaurant and he'll go buy like, yo, let me get 100 orders. Let me get 100 orders of these burgers, and be like, 100? Are you sure? He's like, yeah. He's like, what are you gonna do with all this food? He's like, I'm just gonna go feed it to the homeless. And then the owner will be like, all right, bro, I threw an extra 50 in there for free. Or one of them will leave it and be like, yo, can I go out and pass it with you? You know what I'm saying? And then like,
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's dope, bro. I can't wait to have like the community built to the point where we can do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier in the episode, I wish I had the means to do more. You know what I mean? Like I always wish I had the means to do more.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
Yeah, man. That's dope. See what I got for you. All right. What are 3 qualities you look for when deciding who belongs in your village?
3 qualities.
Yeah.
Definitely one would be someone's willingness to show up in times of need, instead of like always making excuses as to why, you know, they can't, but then have time for like other things. Like people that show the genuine want to be involved and help you in any way, shape, or form. And like I said, it's the give and take. So like, obviously I have to be willing to do the same. Another one would just be very good communication, open communication, willing to talk things through, willing to talk about anything that might be going wrong or whatever the case is. And like I said before, just having that respect for one another. Like not doing something behind one of their backs, or, you know, doing something that I know will intentionally make them feel some type of way. Just like moving with, you know, respect for the people around you. Those I think would be my biggest 3.
Yeah, I like those. I definitely would have to agree. I think those are probably at least within my top 5.
Yeah.
For sure.
Do you have any that you would like add to that? Like aside from those things?
I would say, for me, a big thing for me, especially when it comes to like the 3 qualities I look for, is like just selflessness. Like bro, if you can do it, fucking do it. Like I don't like people that like avoid helping people. Like to me, that's weird ass behavior. Because I go the fuck out of my way for my village. Because again, I am very like, yo, if I put it into the universe, God got me. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. I do it because it's who I am as a person. It's how I'm built. I am very selfless, where I am like, yo, bro, I got an hour of time. I can help you. I'll squeeze it in. Even if that means I'm late for dinner or something. You know what I mean? Like, and there's even times you've been like, babe, like, You know what I mean? Like, why don't you say no? And I'm like, dude, I just can't. It's not in me to be that way.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. Like, even if I'm
I feel like
exhausted or on my last wind, I'll still go out of my way for my village.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only time I ever question you on that is when I can tell you're just so burnt out and you're still just giving, giving, giving.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, God got me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, again, I've survived 100% of the tough times that I've been through. And I think I have to give that to all the times that I've extended myself and been there for people that some way, somehow, God gets me
I feel
kind
like
of
you
through
definitely
whatever it
rubbed
is.
off on me with that. Like, I am more willing now to go out of my way for people.
Yeah,
Because,
bro.
like, I never was because of,
Yo,
like, my situations.
but then you also realize how often people do it for you in a sense,
Yeah.
too. Like, when you become that person who is very giving and who does, you start to realize when people do it for you, and then you become way more appreciative of it because now you understand what it's like to be that person who goes out of their way to set up decorations for parties or whatever the fucking case is. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you kind of become like, wow, bro, like it almost like when you become that person, it's like when you drive a specific car, you see your car everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when now that you have your car, you're like, oh, there goes my car. Oh, my car looks nice in that color. There goes my car.
Every
You know what I'm
time.
saying? Like, and then I drive my car and I'm like, oh shit, there goes my car. Or the car that you really want, you start to see it all the time.
I call it out all the time. That's
so
my car.
again, it's like, it's almost in a sense like you start to manifest that vision, like because you are becoming that, you start to see it within other people much more, and you become that much more grateful and much more appreciative of it because again, you know what it's like to be in in those shoes. Like, because of that's like why I connect with Jay so much, because you seen that I go out of my way. Like, you always say, oh my God, you always do something big for my birthdays and da-da-da-da. But Jay does the same shit for everybody.
Yeah,
So
he
I'm
does.
very much right there with him. Like, I partake with him. No, I got it. Boom. How much you need me to throw down? Da-da-da. Or, yo,
Every time.
girls' birthdays are coming up. Come on, let's. I mean, like, we're very much
I know.
like that. So to me, that's like the big one. Is just like being selfless and like, you know, just if you got it, do it, bro. Trust me, God got you. He gonna have your back. Money comes and goes. Like, it's really just let's do it because, you know, this person is part of our village. They deserve it. And, you know, we love them, and that's it. That's how I show people I love them. You know what I mean?
And that's a good, you know, way of saying it is important of the company you keep around you, because before you, I wasn't around that. So for me in those moments, to me, it felt more important to be selfish because I wasn't, you know, getting what I needed out of my quote unquote village.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until being with you and seeing how you carry yourself and the way that you move where I started like picking up on those traits, that I started being more open-minded and like more cautious and like aware of like who I'm keeping around me and whose energies I'm picking up on. And like in turn, like the energy that I'm now putting out, like the person that I've become because of it.
I'm now. Sorry, you said like
Become
poison.
Become another person.
Become another person. Yo, that movie, so classic. Granted, I'd probably get canceled now if I keep doing an Indian accent, but that was such a good movie. It was such a good movie. Master of Disguise for anybody who's under the age of 27.
You're not turtly enough. For
Yeah,
the
you're
Turtle
not
Club.
turtle enough for the Turtle Club.
Turtle.
Am I not turtle enough for your Turtle Club? Let me see. What do I got for you?
It's my turn for my
No,
last.
it's not, because I asked you a question and then you asked me the question of what are some qualities you think.
No, that was part of your question.
No, okay, so I asked you. Oh yeah, because then you asked me some of my question. No, you're right. It's your turn. My bad. It's your last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my fault. And then I got one more for you. Go.
Hold on, now I lost it.
I'm sorry. It was an accident. I seen it.
All right. So, can you recall a specific time when you realized you needed a village to lean on, and what was that realization like?
I mean, it's kind of like the same question I asked you about when did you realize you couldn't do it alone? The second I had a kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's when I realized that doing it alone would have been way harder than, you know, doing it without the village that I have. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that, you know, helped through that entire experience. You know, shout out to you. Shout out to my mom, shout out to Mima, shout out to Maya, shout out to everybody, you know, my sister, my brother, everybody
Even your
that
boys that pulled up to
yo,
bring
my
you
God, I
food and
remember when,
everything.
yeah, we were, okay, so quick story time. So the night that my son was being born, we were at a Halloween party.
Yeah, we weren't even together yet.
Yeah,
We
we
were
weren't.
just dating.
Yeah, me and my child's mother had been broken up. Actually, we had been broken up even prior to me finding out she was pregnant. And then she just happened to be pregnant after we broke up. And like we broke up and then 2 weeks later she's like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah, but you guys were really good at co-parenting.
Yeah,
even
nah.
throughout everything.
Well, we just made it clear, like we had set the ground rules, like, yo, just because you're pregnant doesn't mean we're getting back together, like yada yada yada. So that's kind of catches us up to where me and you were already talking, and we were at this Halloween party, and I got the call that like, oh my God, it's happening. It's like 1 a.m. And I'm like, all right, you got to drive me back to my car because I need to go to the hospital. And you're like, all right, bet. So we get back to my car. I hit up the group chat with 2 of my boys. Shout out to Zach and Tyler. At the time, I freaking am like, all right, guys, I need food. I need a Gatorade. I need baby clothes so my son can leave the hospital with. And sure enough, they showed up with a box of diapers, wipies, 3 different outfits, a Wawa sandwich, Gatorade, and it was a ton of shit. So yeah, that was a crazy night, man. And yeah, that's just, goes to show you, man, you just can't do it without a village, dude. Like, you kind of need people in your corner to help come through for you, and in those tight moments. Yeah, I would say having a kid was definitely the realization, because you just don't realize how much a village contributes to your life when you're young. You don't realize because you're kind of like you're in somebody else's village.
Pretty much.
And when it's not like you creating your own. When you create your own village, I think it's when you like start to really appreciate it. Like when you have the power to like curate who you are around. You know what I'm saying? And like, because again, like a lot of your village when you're a kid is based on proximity, and it's based on who your parents have you around and stuff like that. Like there's so many of my cousins I didn't know or meet because I didn't really meet them until I became an adult, and like Ellie started doing like family reunions and shit. But like, I met them because they'd be like, "Oh my God, I remember you were so little." And I'm like, I don't remember. So, you know what I mean? So again, it's really dope. Like when you get older and you get to start like curate your own village. But yeah, when I was having a kid, man, that's when I found out that I was like, yo, definitely got to start putting my people together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The people I want in my life, the people I want around my kids. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was a big one for sure.
I love that.
Oh yeah. All right, I got one more for you and then we'll send them home. Okay. If you had to assign roles to people in your village, like the cheerleader, the fixer, the comedian, who would play each part?
Well, you would definitely be the comedian, hands down. Kate would definitely be like the celebratory person, like the go-to. I'm throwing a party. I'm putting everything together. She is so good at all of that.
She's the coordinator.
Ellie would also be a coordinator.
Ellie's also the coordinator for sure.
She's so good. Like, she would definitely coordinate, and Kate would decorate. Like, they would both play a part with each other. Obviously, like, my grandparents, your mom, my mom, like, they would all be, like, the nurturers of everybody, like, checking in and everything like that.
Yeah, the mama bears.
Yeah. Jay would definitely be the fix-it guy. Like, he's very quick to be like, what do you need? What can I do to fix it?
Yeah,
what can I do to help?
He's like the accountant. Like, how can I will fund the operation. Let's make it happen. Like,
just
he's
get me
very
back
like,
when you can.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's one thing he is very selfless
He's so giving.
When it comes to his bread, he'd be like, bro, don't worry about
so
we got
giving.
this. Yeah, so yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure there's more that I could dish out, but those are like the top that I definitely see with like a certain role.
Yeah.
Like a specific role.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody else is kind of like, I'm here, how can I help?
Very versatile in their attributes and what they, contribute to the village for sure.
Yeah.
But like specifics.
Helping where I can.
Yeah, very specifics, like definitely.
You're the lighthearted one.
Yeah.
In any bad situation, you just need you to lighten the mood. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I make jokes. That's how I cope with.
I know.
That's how I cope with negative fucking scenarios is by making jokes and making lighthearted jokes about it to kind of cut through the tension or whatever, you know?
Yeah, you're good at that.
Hell yeah, man. I like that. All right, well, you want to send them home?
Let's do it.
All right, guys, you know how we send you guys home at the end of every episode. We leave the feelers with a question for you guys to answer. So if you guys are watching this, you guys can drop your answers in the comments below, whether you're seeing this on YouTube or all the social media platforms. Because, again, you never know when the why in your story is silent and it becomes our story. So here you guys go. The question we're going to leave you guys with is, who's one person in your village that you're most grateful for right now and why?
Tag them.
Again, drop it in the comments below. Until next time, guys, keep feeling.
Keep sharing.
And keep it real within the feels, baby. Yeah, man, episode 19.
Feels good to be back.